My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here with my brother Tim, and we will be going over today's MLB, NBA, and NHL slates. Should be, I think, 15 games for baseball today. It's getaway day, Wednesday, so we will have some afternoon baseball as well. A nice little touch to our Wednesdays. We also have 2 games in the NBA, and we have 1 game in the NHL. So should be a fun slate to go over. But before we get into everything, we're going to recap what happened last night. And how did you do last night? Or do you want me to start first?
Yeah, you go first. And I'll go over mine in a minute. I'm sharing out everything on Facebook and Twitter.
Gotcha. My night was okay. I think I at the end of everything last night, I made 1 unit between all of baseball, hockey, basketball, and WNBA. Yeah, for baseball, it could have gone better. It ended well for me. I had the Indians. They took care of business. I laid the juice on them. They won, I think, like 8-2 or something like that. They beat Harvey. I got 2 losses on my first 5 unders yesterday, and the Pittsburgh one that was over in the bottom of the first, and on the Mets one, of course. It's a theme for me this week. First 5 unders, let's score a run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th to ruin it. I think that's happened like 3 or 4 times so far this week. It happened last night with the Mets. It happened with the Kansas City-Oakland game. It happened with the Washington and San Francisco game as well. And one thing I've noticed is when those things happen, I see like maybe 0 or 1 more run left in that whole game. And I'm like, really? Over in hockey, it was another push night. I did not cash on the Islanders, but I did cash on the over. I hit a nice plus 250 goal prop on Matthew Barzal. If you guys saw the Ice Guys, I gave him out to score a point and as a goal scorer prop. So that was a split for me there. So overall, just like a kind of a break-even day. Got a win on our WNBA play yesterday as well over on Picks and Parleys. We had the Seattle Storm minus 15, and they won by 17, so they covered the spread there. So a nice little win on there as well. I believe we're like 16-9 or 15-9 in WNBA, so having a good start to that as well.
Yeah. Yesterday looked like it was going to be good for a while. I had the Mets, which that was a W, which was kind of nice. We had the Tigers as our premium play. Nice there. I had the Dodger run line, which all 3 of those were good, and then the rest of my games were all heartbreaking. I had the Marlins. Rogers pitched a fantastic game, and then Cardinals walked it off in the 9th. Fan-frickin-tastic. I had the over in the Reds game, and then Luis Castillo and Brett Anderson decide, you know what, we're going to throw dueling one-hitters into the 6th. Seriously? So that one didn't cash. But I will say, the most heartbreaking baseball one was the Texas Rangers. Are you serious? 2 strikes in the bottom of the 9th, and then Carlos Correa ties the game. Go to extras. Then Texas gets a run in the top. Cool. They're up. Hopefully they can pull it off. They brought in a rookie that was making his 4th appearance in the major leagues in the bottom of the 10th. Walk, game-winning grand slam, Jose Altuve. I sat in my chair. I'm like, really? I was sitting there like, come on, for about 10 minutes last night because Texas was up the entire time. There was no doubt. Kyle Gibson pitched a great game, and then that happens. Anyways, then we went to the NBA, which turned out great. Bucks up 16 points at halftime. Oh, they got this. We're good. All of a sudden, Kevin Durant turns on God mode. Are you kidding me? That was heartbreaking. Lost my NBA bet, But if we went over to my player props, I hit on Middleton. And what saved my night last night? Kevin Durant, triple-double, plus 500. Hit it. I gave that out for propping it up. I gave that out during the stream yesterday. Gave it out during game time decision. It cashed. He had like 49 points. I don't know. But at least we get to go into some more NBA games today. Hopefully, it can be on the right side of them this time. And we also got a bunch of MLB. So let's get into it.
Absolutely. And let's get it started here. Gotta get the first game up.
I know. Give me a minute. Jeez.
Oh, good. We have the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals.
Top of the morning.
Good morning, Tariq. We have the Cardinals and the Marlins here. Marlins are on a -120 favorite. We get Sandy Alcantara versus Johan Oviedo. Where are we looking at it all? We're looking to start it off.
I backed these Marlins the last 2 games, and they have broken my heart both games. It's just been an ugly series. Sandy Alcantara's on the mound. Normally, I'm like, I'm all over the Marlins. Go Marlins. Let's get it. Yeah. No. I'm going to be passing on this game. I'm not interested. If anything, it would be a lean towards the Marlins, but I'm not going to do that. This will just be a pass for me. Getaway day, maybe Marlins take a game, but I'm not going to bother with it.
Yeah, I am looking at a spot with this game. I do like the I am favoring the under in this game. I do have a bet on the first 5 under 4. I got that at -110. I think that we're going to see these offenses be slowed down a little bit here. Sandy Alcantara is definitely someone I trust for a first 5 under. He is 4-5, and that's only because he gets no run support. 3.39 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 80 strikeouts, 24 walks, and 85 innings pitched. He's definitely someone you can trust. On the opposite side, St. Louis 0-2 of 5 point, or Oviedo is 0-2 of 5.72 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 28 and a third innings pitched. Maybe another spot you could potentially look if you like the under, but think you may be able to get some runs off of Oviedo today. Maybe looking at the Cardinals team total under 3.5. That's a -115. You can bet team total unders as well. I've been betting a lot of team total overs. I would lean towards. I have the first 5 under 4. That's my official play. I'm also leaning towards the Cardinals team total under.
Okay. We can go ahead and jump into the next game.
Alrighty. We have the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Milwaukee Brewers around a -145 for the Brew Crew. Tyler Mahle, Freddie Peralta is the pitching matchup for this one. Where are we looking at for this game?
I am passing again. If anything, it would be 100% a lean towards the Brewers, but at a minus essentially 150 now. I don't think I'd be interested. Cincinnati's going for the sweep. We saw an amazing pitching game yesterday, which completely mind boggles me with the 2 pitchers that were out. But yeah, I think we have to lean towards Milwaukee in this one. Not going to be betting it. Freddie Peralta, 6-1 now, 2.25 ERA. So he's been pitching really well this year. On the other side, you get Tyler Mahle, 6-2, 3.56. So maybe even a look towards the under in this game, even though it is at an 8. I wouldn't mind that, but this one's just going to be a pass for me. I got 3 plays today. Only 3 plays jumped out at me. So, yeah,
for me, I'll look at the Cincinnati Reds in the spot to finish the sweep. We're getting a nice +135 price tag for them, so it's a nice little plus tag for them there. I'd also be leaning towards the Milwaukee team total under 3.5. I think Tyler Mahle comes out and he pitches really well. He's looked good this year. He's 6-2 at 3.56 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 78 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 68 in the third innings pitched. On the opposite side, Freddie Peralta is 6-1, a 2.25 ERA, 0.88 WHIP, 98 strikeouts, 29 walks, and 68 innings pitched. The only thing really keeping me off of this Milwaukee team total under is that bullpen. I don't trust them to do anything, that Cincinnati bullpen. First 5 under is a potential look as well, but that's about all that I would really have in this game. I personally don't have any plays on this game. I did have one on last game, if you can put that on the scroller.
Sorry, what?
I did the last game, put that on the crawler.
This one?
The one that our names are scrolling on the bottom. I had a play on that first game.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What was it?
The first 5 under 4.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
There we go. I just wanted to point that out. So we had to start to have my play scrolling there as well. So yeah, it was a pass for me on the Cincinnati game.
Sounds good. We get to jump to the next game, which this is one of the games I have a play from. So go ahead and break it down.
We have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. Lucas Giolito takes on Ryan Yarbrough for this matchup, around a -130 for these Chicago White Sox. And looking at this game, Ryan Yarbrough is 4-3, a 3.63 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 59 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 72 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Lucas Giolito, 5-5, a 3.81 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 96 strikeouts, 25 walks, and 75 and 2/3 innings pitched. And looking at this game, I was looking towards the Tampa Bay side for this game. I just can't get involved on this Tampa Bay side with the left-handed pitcher going up against the Chicago White Sox. They are 17-4 against left-handed pitchers this year. And this is I would lean maybe towards a Chicago White Sox team total over, but I took that I took that play last night, and they only put up 3 runs. I needed 3.5, or I needed 4 runs for that to cash. So unfortunately, they didn't cash that for me last night. Ryan Yarbrough, he's not a terrible pitcher. I would be looking at, it would be if anything, it'd be Chicago team total, but I'm not getting involved in this one.
I will. I'm going Tampa Bay today. I think this one's essentially a pick'em, and we're getting plus money for Tampa Bay with Yarbrough on the mound, who has been pitching quite solid this time. 4-3 with a 3.63 ERA, so pretty good year for him so far. Going up against Lucas Giolito, who is 5-5, not what an over 3 ERA, not what we expected from him. So this is a spot where I like Tampa. I'm going to be going Tampa plus the 122. I think Yarbrough will be able to outduel Giolito. I think that the offense on that Tampa Bay team won't be able to outdo Chicago, even against a lefty. So give me Tampa Bay in this matchup.
All righty. Heading to our next game. Comments. The first 5 pick, yeah, I like that one. I think we're not going to see much offense today from those two.
What's up, Isaiah?
What's up, Isaiah?
All right, we get to jump into the next game, which I actually have a play from as well.
Yeah, we got the marquee matchup of the day: the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Tariq Skubal and Brady Singer for this matchup. Gross. This is not a fun matchup whatsoever. Detroit coming into this game on a 2-game win streak. They've beaten the Kansas City Royals the first 2 games of this series, and they look to go for the sweep here today. Kansas City is 1-9 in their last 10 games. They've lost 5 in a row. They've not looked good at all during this time, and I don't know how I can ever want to back this team. Tariq Skubal, though, 3-7. He started off 0-7 or 1-7, so he's pitched better as of late. 4.35 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, 74 strikeouts, 29 walks, and 60 innings pitched. Singer is 3-5, a 4.85 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 69 strikeouts, 24 walks, and 65 innings pitched. So these are 2 mediocre at best pitchers. I would lean towards an over in this game. If you like the Tigers in this game, first 5, obviously, no full games for them. I just can't play this game.
Hey, Kwin Betts says, good morning. Detroit sweeps them today. Royals don't play well against them. Let's go ahead and stick with that. I think I agree. I think they get the sweep today. I'm grabbing them plus 131. Kansas City has looked awful. They've lost 5 straight, 9 out of their last 10. And Detroit's looked mediocre, which at their pace is good enough right now to beat them. Scuball has been pitching a lot better. I think he'll end up having a close to 500 year. I think he gets a win today. Brady Singer's been really struggling lately. Has not been pitching well. He's 3-5, 4.85 ERA. Pitching advantage to Detroit. I don't care about the bullpen. I think this one's going to be a higher scoring game. Maybe even a look towards the over in this game. But I like the Detroit Tigers in this game. What up, Twins, my guy? And happy 50th birthday to Tupac. Yeah. Hey. I didn't know that. That's cool. Royals pretty bad. Yeah, they are bad right now.
So do you want to go from one bad team to the next? If I'm not mistaken, we have San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Kyle Freeland takes on Blake Snell in this matchup. It is around a minus 195 now for this San Diego Padres team, and plenty of money has come in on them overnight. Blake Snell 2-3 at 4.97 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, 84 strikeouts, 35 walks, and 58 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Kyle Freeland 0-2 with 9 ERA, 2.12 WHIP. He has 9 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 17 innings pitched. Not a good strikeout to walk ratio. Has not looked good at all in his first 17 innings. And I can understand why there's been plenty of money coming in on the San Diego Padres team. I don't think the Padres get swept. They've lost the first 2 games of this series. I personally have a bet on this game, and now it's just way too blown out of a line, because I got this game last night. San Diego Padres minus 165. I beat the 30-cent live movement, so I'm happy with the line I got. I am on the Padres today, but I'm not giving that out as a video pick just because the line is way too much now.
All right, I'll take a risk. I'll take a risk on something. I didn't have this originally, but I'm typing it up real quick. I'm going Colorado today. Blake Snell has not pitched well. He has been pretty bad over the last couple games that he's pitched. And I think Kyle Freeland, it's a very small sample size. A lot of people are overblowing this. I'll take the chance at a dog. I'll take 4 dogs today altogether. I'm actually putting my bet in for Colorado right now, and it's confirmed. I got it. I don't know. I can't really back Blake Snell right now. This would be the perfect time to bet Colorado. San Diego has lost 8 out of their last 10, 2 straight, but they have not played well. Granted, they did have to play against the Mets, and who else did they play recently? What was their previous series to the Mets? Nope, they didn't play that game. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, they played the Cubs. They had a bad series against the Cubs. So granted, they have been playing good teams, but I'll take my shot. I'll take Colorado plus money, plus 168. I think Kyle Freeland can get it done tonight. They've won the first 2 games against Yu Darvish and who pitched the first game? Wow, I can't remember half the stuff.
Dinelson.
I think they can get it done against Blake Snell, who's been struggling.
You say you can't trust Blake Snell, but you can trust Kyle Freeland?
I think it's a very small sample size, and at a plus 168 against a San Diego team that has not been playing great at all, yeah, I can trust it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Plus Colorado is a really good home team.
Fair.
So
I disagree with you there, but it is what it is.
That's fine. We'll go ahead and move on.
All right. We have the Los Angeles Angels and the Oakland Athletics in this next one here. And this is where our premium play is over on Picks and Parleys. So we're going to move on to the next game. And if you guys want to check that out, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. Our next game here is the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Minus 160 for these Nationals. And we're getting Chase DeYoung versus Paulo Espino. And to be completely honest, I didn't do much handicapping on this game. I didn't know who the pitcher for Washington was going to be. So I didn't really look at much for this game. So I'm personally passing on this one. I'm probably going to look a little bit deeper into this game after the stream. Chase DeYoung, 0-0, 4.80 ERA, 1.40 whip, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 15 innings pitched. Paulo Espino, 0-2, a 2.78 ERA, 0.84 whip, 19 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. For this, I'm passing. I need to do a little bit more diving into looking at these pitchers' stats and stuff like that, but I'm going to personally lay off this one.
I'm not betting this one. It's the pitchers. There's not enough for us to back any of them. Chase DeYoung is just. We've gotten how many innings from him this year? In order to, he's got 12 strikeouts, so he's probably got some. He's pitched 3 games, 15 innings, so he hasn't been terrible this year. He pitched 3 games. 15 innings, 5 innings per game. He's allowed 8 runs on 14 hits in those 15 innings. I don't mind that. But there's no reason for me to want to go after Pittsburgh right now. If anything, maybe lay the price with Washington, considering that if Pittsburgh loses today, that will be 10 straight games for them losing. But I can't back either of these two teams right now.
No.
Interesting matchup here, though. Oh, hold on. The Pirates, run first inning.
Ooh.
45-22.
Interesting. That's an interesting angle. I don't hate that. I don't look at Nerfies and Yerfies, so I don't really follow that stuff, but that's a nice little angle there.
Hey, I don't mind that. And then Dominic says first 5 under St. Louis and Miami. I'm taking that too.
Yeah, I like that play.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
All right, our next game here is the New York Yankees at the Toronto Blue Jays. Ross Stripling versus Garrett Cole. Last night I had the Blue Jays in last night's game, and I won my play because I had the team total over. So that was a nice little cash there. But looking at this game, the Yankees are going to have Garrett Cole on the mound. So you know what that means. He's been not as good lately, actually. He had a good I think he had a good performance last game. I got to see what he did last game. But
sticky.
Yeah, I think he's going to be one of the victims of the sticky stuff. Garrett Cole, 7-3, a 2.31 ERA, 0.87 whip, 113 strikeouts and 11 walks, and 81 and 2/3 innings pitched. Ross Stripling is 2-3, a 4.91 ERA, 1.38 whip, 49 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 47 innings pitched. And he's looked a lot better lately. And looking at this matchup, I'm actually keep, even though he has been looking better as of late, I'm keeping Ross Stripling out of this decision for me. I'm back on the Blue Jays on the team total over 3.5 at minus 110. I think they get 4 runs today. I think that this line's a little low just because they're up against Garrett Cole. And I think they get at least 4 runs today against Cole, which I think is going to be one of the bigger victims to this sticky stuff scandal.
Yeah, I think I would have to lean towards Toronto in this matchup. Garrett Cole has not looked good in since the whole sticky situation. And I wouldn't mind what are they, plus 142 right now for the Toronto Blue Jays. I wouldn't mind taking that. I'm not going to at the moment. I'll look into it more, but this is a definite lean towards Toronto. Total in this game is 8.5. I would lean towards the over in this one as well. I'm not going to bet either of those sides, but that would be where I go.
Yeah, I'm just on the team total over 3.5 at -110 for this game.
Yep, sounds good.
I just wanted to mention that so you actually type it in the bottom crawler there.
At -110. Yep, got it. And we're good.
Cool. All right, then move on to the next game. And we got the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. The Mets are -295 in this game. We're getting Robert Stock versus Jacob deGrom. Okay, let me do a little bit of diving into Jacob deGrom here. This is a new name here. I think he's a rookie coming up. He's looked pretty good in AAA. So far this season, he's 6-2, a .56 ERA, a .53 WHIP, 103 strikeouts, 8 walks in 64 innings pitched. He's currently the odds-on favorite to win Cy Young and MVP, and I think that absolutely he will this year. With that being said, on the opposite side, we're getting a debut here for Robert Stock for the Chicago Cubs. I don't know why it's snowing on the screen.
It's raining money.
Okay, then let's have it rain money with this type of play. I'm going with the Cubs team total over 1.5 runs. I think they maybe scratch out 1 run against the Cubs tonight or against deGrom, and then they can get 1 against the bullpen. Mets bullpen has looked halfway decent, but 2 runs, asking this Cubbies team to get me 2 runs, I don't think that's asking too much for this game. So I'm on the Cubs team total over 1.5 runs. That is at a -150, but I do like the team total over 1.5. Oh, it's a 160 now. Okay, I got it at 150. But yeah,
that's a little bit of a steep line.
It's a 1.5.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, I can see this game going under. Jacob deGrom, I'm going to say Jacob deGrom will end up going 6-7 innings, shutout ball like he normally does. It's whether or not the bullpen will mess it up for the Mets and deGrom. But Robert Stock, yeah, he's making his first start of the year. He has pitched before. He pitched in the other seasons in 18 and 19, 20. He was all right, nothing crazy. But this is definitely a Jacob deGrom Mets spot or nothing, except for if you want to bet the Mets, -283. If you want to bet the Mets on the run line, -120. I'm going to stay away from this game. If anything, a lean towards the under in this game because I think deGrom's going to have a really good game. But I'm going to be passing on this one overall. I will definitely be watching this game because I love my Mets.
Alrighty. Heading to our next game here, we have the Cleveland Indians and the Baltimore Orioles. We get Kobe Aiken taking on Aaron Savali for this matchup. Around a -160, so the line has moved a little bit overnight. Because personally, I got the Cleveland Indians at -150 last night. I'm still okay with -160. I'd probably be okay with up to -170 on this Cleveland Indians team today. They are by far the better team. They got the better pitcher in this matchup. Kobe Aiken is 0-1, a 4.13 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 24 innings pitched. And probably one of the nice surprises for Cleveland on the opposite side here. Aaron Savali is 9-2 so far this season, a 3.17 ERA, 1 WHIP, 69 strikeouts, nice, 19 walks, and 88 innings pitched. I mean, this is a mismatch, this game. I think that Cleveland dominates again. I think they get a nice little win here. I'm going to lay the juice. I don't care. This is a spot where.
Sorry.
I did pay attention to that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you saw Nick won't, and then you started looking at what?
But I'm on the Indians for this one. I think they take care of business again today and complete the sweep against a struggling Baltimore team who is 11-23 on the road, 14-29 versus right-handed pitching, and they've lost 6 of their last 10 games, including 5 in a row. Give me the Indians in this spot.
Yeah, it would have to be the Indians or nothing in this one. Maybe even a lean towards the under. Savali's been pitching fantastic this year. I think he's got the most wins. I think he's got at least tied for the most wins in the MLB pitching. 2 pitchers tied with 9. Yeah, Urias and Savali both have 9 wins. I think Savali is going to be the first one to 10 wins this year. So, I think this should be I don't want to say an easy win for the Indians, but they should be able to take care of this one. So I'm not going to be betting this one. I'm not going to lay the minus 160 with them, but I do like the Indians in this matchup. Maybe even look at the Indians run line. Hold on, what is that? Plus 120.
Ooh,
that's intriguing.
I don't hate that. They are the home team though, so keep that one in mind.
They are against the Baltimore Orioles though, so
yep.
I'll grab
it. But heading into our next game here, we get the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Ian Anderson takes on Garrett Richards for this matchup. Garrett Richards 4-4, a 4.09 ERA, 1.59 WHIP, 61 strikeouts, 34 walks, and 70 1/3 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Ian Anderson is 4-3, a 3.26 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, 69 strikeouts, 26 walks, and 66 1/3 innings pitched. And looking at this game, I'm on Boston. I don't trust their pitching staff, though. I don't just trust Garrett Richards. So I'm going to take their pitching staff completely out of this game, and I'm going to go Boston team total over. It's 3.5, a minus 140. I have no problem with laying that little bit of juice. Boston is one of the best hitting teams in the league. They average 4.91 runs per game. They're 21-10 on the road. They're 28-18 versus right-handed pitching, so they hit right-handed pitching pretty well. They've won 2 straight, 6 of their last 10. They've gone over in 6 of their last 10, so I think we're going to see some runs today. Ian Anderson has taken a huge step down compared to last season, where he looked like a potential ace for this team. I like Boston here. Team total over 3.5 is my play.
All right. I'm going to be passing on this game. I don't want to be burned by the Red Sox again. I'm done with them for at least a couple more days. And I'm not going to be laying the minus 150 tag with the Atlanta Braves. This pitching matchup doesn't really scare me for a under. So maybe I'll look towards the over 9 runs. It is a minus 125, so not really going to be betting that one necessarily. But I think this one's just going to be a pass for me. I'll look for better games on this slate. So nothing for me with this one.
Alrighty. Moving on to the next game then, where we have the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Jordan Lyles and Zach Greinke are the pitching matchup for this one. Around a minus 215 for these Houston Astros. And where are we looking at for this one, Tim?
Man, Texas. Very disappointing last night. Gotta say that again. I'm gonna be passing on this game. If anything, maybe a slight lean towards Texas again at a big price tag, but I've already got 4 dogs on this card, so I'm not really too interested in going after that. And I'll have one more dog. I'll have 5 dogs on the slate as all 5 of my picks. Not going to be interested in Texas today. Zach Greinke should have a good game. Maybe look towards the team total under for the Texas Rangers today of 3.5. But I'm going to be passing on this one altogether.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this game a little bit. I like the Astros. They obviously put up some runs last night. It took them until the 10th inning to do so. So take that with a grain of salt. But I'm looking a little bit at the over in this game, and I don't trust that Rangers offense to get the job done. So I was looking at the Astros team total over maybe, and then I see that's a 5.5. Asking this Astros team to get at least 6 runs. It is against Jordan Lyles. I will give it that, but I'm not going to get involved on this game. We're leaning towards this team total over for Houston, but 5.5 I think it's just a little too high for me, even against Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles is 2-4, 5.37 ERA, 1.52 WHIP, 57 strikeouts, 24 walks, and 67 innings pitched. Zach Greinke on the opposite side, 6-2, a 3.68 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, 62 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 85 and 2/3 innings pitched. I'm gonna lay off this one. I'll lean towards that Houston team total over, but no bet here.
Yep. Hold on, put my drink down. Gotta keep the throat nice and wet so I could actually keep talking.
That's what she said.
Oh, screw you.
Oh, the next game here. This one's a fun one. I just want to talk about last night's game for a second here. Between San Francisco and Arizona. It was 7-0 Arizona at one point in this game. And in the bottom of the eighth, Yastrzemski hits a grand slam, and next thing we know, the Arizona Diamondbacks have now lost 21 road games in a row. The only spot you can look at in this game, not looking at today's game, we have the Giants around a -155, -160 in this game. Merrill Kelly versus Anthony DeSclafani. If you're looking anywhere other than the San Francisco Giants, I don't know what you're looking at because this Arizona team obviously can't do anything right. Up 7-0, losing like that. The team total is 4.5 for the Giants tonight. That could be an interesting look. That is at 4.5 at -110. Merrill Kelly is someone I just want to target against sometimes. He's 2-6, a 5.14 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, 68 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 71 innings pitched, or 75 and 1/3 innings pitched. Anthony DeSclafani has looked actually pretty good this season. 6-2 record, 3.09 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, 66 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 75 and 2/3 innings pitched. I'll be looking at, if anything, this Giants team total over. I like the over a little bit in this game just because this Arizona this Arizona pitching can't do anything right. I'm going to personally lay off this game because knowing my luck, this will be the night that the Arizona might actually hold on to the lead. So I'm going to pass.
So what you're saying is bet Arizona.
If you like Arizona, bet them first 5 because I don't trust this team to win a full game right now.
I'm not interested. It's San Francisco or nothing. Even San Francisco run line or nothing. Plus 127 for that. Not gonna be interested in going after this game. Yes, San Francisco should win this game, considering that what is the record now for Arizona? The last something like 3-30 at this point.
3-29
at this point.
Some crazy note. They've lost 22 straight road games or 21 straight road games, which is almost a record.
They had a 14-game losing streak, and now they're on a 12-game losing streak. Do you think they could beat the record from earlier? Was it 13 or 14 games that they lost in a row?
I think it was 14.
And then they beat the Mets, and that's how the streak ended. But no, you got to go San Francisco or nothing in this game. There's no way you're back in Arizona.
No.
This one's a pass for me, but definite San Francisco or nothing.
Yeah, I agree there. Maybe an Arizona team total under.
Ooh, no.
But our next game here is actually, I think, feels like our marquee matchup of the night here. The LA Dodgers, Philadelphia Phillies, Clayton Kershaw, and Zach Wheeler is the matchup. Kershaw, 8-5, a 3.39 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, 95 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 82 1/3 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Zach Wheeler is 4-3, a 2.29 ERA, 0.9 WHIP. We get 112 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 90 1/3 innings pitched. And I need to take a look what this first 5 under is. The first 5 under is 3.5, and I can easily see that with this game. I think we get a nice little underperformance here for both these pitchers for the first 5. I'm actually going to add that to my ticket here. I'm on the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies first 5 under 3.5. I think this is a good spot, and it is a -125. Keep that in mind. But I think we can easily see 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 type of score line heading into the 6th inning tonight. I'm more than okay laying minus 125 on this. Dodgers, Phillies, first 5, under 3.5 for me.
I'm going with Zach Wheeler and the Phillies. Get them at a price. Get them at a plus price. I feel like this game is a very similar one to the Tampa Bay one that I bet. I feel like this one's a pick 'em, and we're getting plus money on Philadelphia. I'm gonna grab it. Wheeler's been pitching fantastic. Kershaw's been Kershaw, but slightly less Kershaw. That being said, he just got an 8-5 record with a 3.39 ERA. But he's been good this year, but not great. I definitely want to favor Zach Wheeler in this matchup. I think that in a getaway game, Philadelphia could take one against the Dodgers and move on. So give me Philadelphia to beat the Dodgers today.
Yeah, one thing I just noticed with that game is there's been money on Philadelphia overnight. The Dodgers were a minus 145, so if you wanted the Phillies, I think you may have missed your mark here with this line that they're at. I think right now it's Dodgers or nothing at this line, and I might add that later in the day. So follow me on Twitter at Nicholas_Earle. I posted a late edition last night was the Dodgers money line. I might be doing the same thing again tonight. I need to look a little bit more into this game. I do have the first 5 under 3.5, but the way that this Dodgers team has been playing lately, I do not want to step in front of this Dodgers train. So look for me on Twitter. I might be adding, if this can drop below minus 130, I'll probably be adding the Dodgers to my card tonight.
Okay. Morning, Jessica. How you doing? All right, last game of the MLB slate.
We get the Minnesota Twins taking on the Seattle Mariners. We get Bailey Ober taking on Justice Sheffield. And boy, did Seattle put the whooping on the Minnesota Twins last night. A 10-0 win for the Seattle Mariners last night. And Jessica Campbell, you don't have to worry. I'll also post that on the Discord. But for me, looking at this game, it would be a lean towards the Seattle Mariners, and we've only been getting more Twins money, which doesn't make any sense. I was looking at this game. I was going to pass on it with the Seattle Mariners only a plus 109 last night, plus 124 now. I want to wait a little bit longer because knowing my luck, if you wait till around for like another hour or so, you may be able to see the Mariners hit a plus 130. That being said, I'll probably take them when they hit that plus 130. I'm really tempted on just pulling the trigger now at plus 124. I'm all over the Mariners, if anything, here. Twins do suck right now. With that being said, I'm going to add this to my card. Give me the Seattle Mariners plus 124 in this matchup. Actually, let me see what their team total is real quick. Their team total is a 3.5 minus 130. I'm just going to take them money line here. Give me Seattle plus 124 in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay off. Yes, Twins should not be a road favorite. Money is it's definitely the better bet to go Seattle. But I'm not gonna bet this one. I already have 5 dogs tonight. I don't need to add another one. So this one will just be a pass for me. I don't really trust either of these two pitchers, so we'll move on and I'm going to be passing on this one. But that's going to wrap up the MLB for today. Before we jump into our 2 NBA games and our hockey game, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by week 1 of the NFL season. I keep saying that for every stream, every video. We're really trying to push towards it. So if you guys can help us out, share out the stream, share it to friends, family, your dog, your cat, your grandmother. If they have a device, share it out. Try to help us grow the channel. If you guys are looking for our premium plays, you can get a 7-day pass for 50% off. So I believe it's $89 for a 7-day pass. If you use the promo code, which I think there's a new one today, so you might have to check out Morning Wood to see, or Craig's thing to see what the code is. You can get an extra 20% off of that as well. So you can get a 7-day pass for like $71 or something, $10 a day for them. So go ahead, check those out as well. We went 3-1 on our premiums last night. We'll probably have couple NBA plays, a couple MLB plays, a hockey play, a WNBA most likely. So 5 to 6 plays today. So go check out our stuff over there. Also, scheduling for the day. Obviously, me and Nick are always on at 11 o'clock a.m. for the Earle Sports Bet Show. Higgs will be on in about 10 minutes with midday money on winning free picks. We'll end up putting the link in the description for that. We'll send you guys over there. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be Morning Wood with Allie Burns. 6 o'clock will be Game Time Decision with me and Nick, and most likely Allie again. And then Total Chaos tonight, I believe Nick is on Total Chaos tonight. Nick versus Montana Tony for some WNBA action. And then Late Night Money with Sean Higgs on winning free picks at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ready to jump into some basketball, Nick?
Yeah, why not? I can use a little break, so yeah, why not?
Oh, jeez. All right, let's jump into it.
We're starting it off here with the Atlanta Hawks back in Philadelphia against the 76ers. A -6.5 for the Sixers team. Series tied 2-2. Where are we looking at for Game 5 here?
I'm going back to. I'm staying with Philadelphia. I've been on Philadelphia this entire series. I think it's just a solid spot for them. Yeah, we'll go. Dominic, we'll go over that in just a minute. Because I definitely think that is big news there. But yeah, I got to go Philadelphia minus the 6.5 today. I feel like this one's they're home. They're gonna win nicely. They had a nice lead in Game 4, end up blowing it. Atlanta's a great home team. Philadelphia was the second best home team in the league this year, behind a team from next game. So Philadelphia should be able to take care of business at home. And then I think the series might end up going 7. I might take Atlanta in that Game 6 in Atlanta. But I'm going to be taking Philadelphia for this game. I will have some player props in a minute once I'm done with the next game. And real quick, great cash on that KD triple-double. DraftKings wouldn't let me bet it, and you forgot to bet on FanDuel. All good. To be honest, I forgot to bet it as well. I said that if Harden was out, I would bet it, and Harden was ruled in, so I didn't bet it. So kind of sad about that one. But hi, what did you miss? You missed baseball, but you can just rewind the thing or just look at all their picks down below. 76ers should smack them last game. They blew it at the end. I think they'll win the series. Me too. I think they'll win the series as well. I'm going Philadelphia for that game.
Absolutely. But looking at the last game of the night, we have the Utah Jazz and the LA Clippers. A -7 now for the Jazz. It was a 2.5. We have Kawhi Leonard out for tonight's game. Series tied 2-2. We head back to Utah, where Utah won their first 2 games. And if you're the Jazz, one thing to keep in mind is the series is never in doubt until you lose a game at home. What are you looking at for this one?
I'm looking at the Jazz. Yeah, I know it ballooned up to a 7 after Kawhi got ruled out, but Kawhi is this offense. He has been the core for this offense the entire series. Without him, I think this one ends up being a 20, 30-point game in Jazz's favor. So I was lucky. I picked up the Jazz at the 2.5 price tag. At 7, I would still slam that. I'd probably slam it if it was 10. I think Utah takes control of this game. I was looking at that, Jessica, but I ultimately didn't go with it. I just don't think that PG gets enough rebounds in order to get that. But I feel like this is a great spot for Utah now. No Kawhi. Paul George is going to have to do a lot, and he has struggled this playoff. So give me Utah -7, -10, -15 at this point. I think it's going to be a blowout tonight in Utah.
Yeah, I was looking at betting Utah, and unfortunately, I did not bet it before that Kawhi news came out. I'm going to lay off this game now. I was looking at the Jazz. If anything, I can look towards maybe a Paul George player prop, but that's about it.
Speaking of some player props, I got 3 NBA player props for today. Did a little bit of a different way. I took Joel Embiid over 45.5 so points, rebounds, and assists. I think he gets at least 30 points and a triple-double tonight or something in that nature. I think that he's going to have a really good game. Granted that he is at 100%. Last game, he had a good start and then finished terribly, but I think that he's going to have a good game today. Mitchell over 33.5. This guy's been averaging in the high 30s throughout this entire series. So Mitchell is this offense right now. I'm going to be taking him plus over 33.5 points. And I'll go ahead and grab Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds. He's been averaging 13 to 15 rebounds a game this entire series. I'm going to grab that over in this game.
All right. Now we will make the transition from the hardwood to the ice. Game number 2, Stanley Cup semifinals, Montreal Canadiens, Vegas Golden Knights, minus 255 for these Vegas Golden Knights in this game. Vegas leads the series 1-0. Where are you looking for tonight's game between?
For this one, I'm thinking the over. Nod yes or no, please. Yeah, over. Yeah, over. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I am on the over for this one tonight. I think we see at least 2 goals from each team, which will give us at very least the push. And that's exactly the way I played yesterday's game with the Islanders and the Lightning. I've done the same thing for game 1, and I did the same thing for game 2 of these 2 series. I had the unders in game 1s for the feeling out games, and these are the games where now we're going to start seeing some more goals. I think we see at least 2 on each side, which also leads me to my other prop, or my other play. It's a semi-prop. I have the team total over 1.5 for the Montreal Canadiens. I got it at minus 160. A little bit of juice for that one, but I think we see at least 2 goals for the Montreal Canadiens. They've scored at least 2 goals in 6 of their last 8 playoff games since Game 5 of the Toronto series. They've put up at least 2 goals in 6 of 8, and also Vegas is putting the puck in the back of the net really easily. They've gone over 3.5 and at least 4 in a row. So I think we see some goals tonight. I think potentially 4-2 Vegas is going to be my prediction for this one. I think the Knights take care of business here in Vegas, but I think we see more goals, which leads me to the Montreal team total over as well.
Oh, yeah. So Isaiah says Knights and over.
Yep. I don't mind the Knights.
And I know you were talking to us. Yes, Jessica, I do think Donovan Mitchell will still get over 33 if it's a blowout. He's going to be the center of this offense, so I think he gets 40 plus tonight.
All right.
Well, let's go ahead and do a recap, and then we'll go ahead. Higgs will be starting in about 3-ish minutes, so I'll make sure I grab his link when the stream is over and throw it into the thing so that we can all go over and hang out with him for a little bit. But let's go ahead and look at my plays for tonight. I forgot to put in
PFI and LAD first 500.
What?
You typed an F and 7H on Philly with the Dodger.
PFI, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going with Tampa Bay to beat Chicago. I got Detroit to sweep Kansas City, Colorado to sweep San Diego. I'll grab the Cleveland run line. I'll grab a getaway game for Philadelphia. I'm going the 76ers minus 6.5 and the Utah Jazz minus 7.
Yeah, and for me, I am on the Cleveland Indians. I hopped on Toronto team total over, Boston team total over, the Cubs team total over 1.5. I also have first 5 under 4 for Seattle or for Minnesota, Miami, and St. Louis. I can't freaking read this morning. I have LA Dodgers and PFI first 5 under 3.5, and
it's
Seattle
Philadelphia.
Mariners.
I fixed it.
Okay. And Seattle plus 124 for baseball. For hockey, I have the Montreal Canadiens team total over 1.5 and the over 5. And I threw a player prop in here. I have Cole Caulfield over 0.5 point at plus 129.
I got this. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot to put in your hockey plays.
Unbelievable.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good at this. Over 5. All right. But that should pretty much wrap it up for the stream. He is not quite live yet, so I'm just going to throw his link to winning free picks in and just do it that way. There you go. But he should be live in a couple minutes. Go ahead, check him out. But that's going to wrap it up. Nick, take it away.
That should basically wrap it up here for the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe. Turn on this post notification so you guys are notified whenever we go live, which is every morning here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This has been the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, joined here with my brother Tim, and we want to thank you guys, as always, for watching, and good luck.